Hello, little detectives! Today we're joining the detective club to solve mysteries and learn cool detective words. Look at the shiny magnifying glass. Helps find tiny clues. Here's a mysterious notebook where detectives write notes. A secret lockbox keeps important evidence safe. Look at the clever fingerprint, a unique clue. A sharp pencil to jot down observations. Here's a cool spyglass, see things far away. Look at the dark cloak, perfect for sneaky detectives. A glowing flashlight lights up dark places. Here's a neat hat, every detective style. Look at the hidden map, shows secret paths. A small badge shows you're part of the detective club. And a smart detective friend, ready to solve mysteries. What a mystery adventure! We learned magnifying glass, notebook, lockbox, fingerprint, pencil, spyglass, cloak, flashlight, hat, map, badge, and detective friend. Thanks for joining the detective club. Hello, little explorers! Today we're flying way up high on a magical hot air balloon ride. Let's look around, float through the sky, and learn some high-flying object names. Here's the big colorful balloon. It whoosh whoosh when it fills with air. We're standing in the woven basket. Bounce, bounce, ready for takeoff. This is the hot flame. It lifts us up into the sky. Look, a glowing compass. It helps us know where we're going. Oh wow, a cozy blanket. It's chilly way up here. Here's a clear goggles. Let's wear them and look at the clouds. Don't forget the binoculars. Zoom in and look at the tiny houses below. A friendly bird flies beside us. Flap, flap, say hello. That's a soft cloud. Whoosh, we're floating right through it. Here's a tiny flag waving from the balloon. Whoosh in the wind. We have a secret map to show us where the rainbow ends. And what's this? A sparkling star hanging from the sky. Make a wish. Wow! On our magical balloon ride, we found balloon, basket, flame, compass, kit, goggles, binoculars, bird, cloud, flag, map, and star. What a sky-high adventure! Hi, animal helpers! Today we're at the Jungle Animal Hospital where we care for furry, feathered, and scaly friends. Let's grab our tools and learn what we use to help them. Here's a gentle stethoscope. Let's listen to the tiger's heartbeat. Lub-dub, lub-dub. A soft bandage for the monkey's tail. Wrap, wrap, all better. We have a clean syringe, just a tiny poke for a brave elephant. Here's a bottle of medicine, drip, drip into the giraffe's mouth. A cozy blanket for the cold panda, snuggle, snuggle. This is a clipboard where the doctor writes animal names and notes. Here's a tiny thermometer, beep. Let's check the parrot's temperature. Look at the soft gloves, put them on before petting the lion. We need a clean water bowl. Slurp, slurp, thirsty cheetah. A squeaky toy to cheer up the baby zebra. Squeak, squeak. Let's put the bunny on the scale. Tick, tick. Let's see how much it weighs. And look, the animal ambulance has a shiny red light. Wheel! You were great jungle vets. Today we use stethoscope, bandage, syringe, medicine, blanket, clipboard, thermometer, gloves, water bowl, toy, scale, and ambulance light. See you at the next checkup. Hi, sweet friends. Today we're climbing Ice Cream Mountain, a mountain made of sprinkles and scoops. Let's discover the yummiest objects ever. Here's a giant cone, crispy, crunchy, and ready for a scoop. Scoop, scoop. A big ball of ice cream on top. Yum! Sprinkle, sprinkle, colorful sprinkles everywhere. Swirl on the whipped cream. Whoosh, so fluffy. A shiny spoon. Dig in and take a bite. Look, a rainbow popsicle, cold and colorful. A tall cup full of banana split. Slurp, slurp. Don't forget the cherry, that shiny red cherry on top. Here's a tub of chocolate sauce. Pour it slowly. Yum! This is a yummy waffle bowl. Crunch it after the ice cream. Oops, a drip. Grab a napkin quick before it melts. And there's our icy freezer. It keeps all the scoops cold and fresh. Yummy! At Ice Cream Mountain, we found cone, ice cream, sprinkles, whipped cream, spoon, popsicle, cherry, chocolate, sauce, waffle, napkin, and freezer. Sweetest adventure ever. Hello, little heroes! Today, we're visiting the firefighters station to learn all about brave firefighters and their tools. Look at the big red fire truck, ready to zoom to a rescue. Here's a long fire hose, sprays water to stop fires. A strong helmet protects firefighters' heads. Look at the flashing sirens making loud sounds. A heavy axe used to break through doors. Here's a thick firefighter suit, keeps firefighters safe. Look at the bright fire extinguisher, puts out small fires. A shining flashlight lights up dark places. Here's a tall ladder, climbs up high to save people. Look at the handy walkie-talkie, helps firefighters talk to each other. A first aid kit for helping injured friends. And a brave firefighter, always ready to help. Great job, heroes! We learned fire truck, fire hose, helmet, sirens, axe, firefighter suit, fire extinguisher, flashlight, ladder, walkie-talkie, first aid kit, and firefighter. Thanks for visiting the fire. Hello, friends! Today we're joining the Panda Tea Party. Let's learn the names of the tasty treats and party things. Look at the fluffy panda, ready for a tea party. Here's a pretty teacup filled with warm tea. A shiny teapot pours the tea nicely. Look at the sweet honey jar, bees made this. A plate of soft cookies, yummy snacks for pandas. Here's a colorful tablecloth covers the table. Look at the tall cake stand, holds cupcakes and treats. A little napkin wipes panda paws. Here's a sweet strawberry, bright red and juicy. Look at the tiny spoon stirs the tea gently. A happy panda friend ready to share treats. And a glowing lantern lights the party softly. What a lovely tea party! We learned panda, teacup, teapot, honey jar, cookies, tablecloth, cake stand, napkin, strawberry spoon, panda friend, and lantern. Thanks for coming to the Panda Tea Party. Greetings, space explorers! Today we're visiting the Alien Space School to learn some out-of-this-world words. Look at the glowing alien with big eyes and antennas. Here's a shiny spaceship ready to zoom through the stars. A floating hologram shows the galaxy map. Look at the blinking control panel full of buttons and lights. A big space book filled with star stories. Here's a tall rocket blasting off into space. Look at the colorful spacesuit. Keeps aliens safe in space. A floating tablet for taking notes in zero gravity. Here's a friendly robot helps with schoolwork. Look at the glowing planet model spins in the classroom. A shiny star badge shows you're a space student, and a sparkling comet zooms across the sky. Awesome Space School Day! We learned alien, spaceship, hologram, control panel, spacebook, rocket, spacesuit, tablet, rope, planet model, star badge, and comet. Thanks for exploring the alien. Welcome to the Winter Snow Park. Let's bundle up and learn cool words about snow and winter fun. Look at the fluffy snowflakes falling gently from the sky. Here's a shiny sled, perfect for sliding down hills. A warm scarf keeps your neck cozy. Look at the soft mittens, protect your hands from the cold. A big snowman with a carrot nose and button eyes. Here's a pair of ski goggles, help you see in the snow. Look at the tall pine trees, covered in snow. A sparkling ice skate glides on frozen lakes. Here's a hot cocoa mug filled with yummy chocolate drink. Look at the cozy winter hat, keeps your head warm. A fluffy blanket, perfect for snuggling after playtime. And a friendly sled dog, ready to pull the sled. Wow, what fun in the snow! We learned snowflakes, sled, scarf, mitten, snowman, ski goggles, pine trees, ice skate, cocoa mug, winter hat, blanket, and sled dog. Thanks for joining the winter snow park adventure. All aboard, little conductors. Today we're exploring Toy Train World and learning fun names of trains and toys. Look at the big steam engine puffing out clouds of smoke. Here's a shiny train track where the train rides along. A colorful train car carrying toys and friends. Look at the soft teddy bear waving hello. A bright train whistle goes choo-choo. Here's a small station platform where passengers wait. Look at the flashing signal light. Tells the train when to go. A tiny train conductor's hat, worn by the driver. Here's a round train wheel turning fast on the tracks. Look at the cozy train cabin where people sit and relax. A shiny coal car filled with black coal for the engine. And a friendly train engineer driving the toy train. Toot toot. We learned steam engine, train track, train car, teddy bear, train whistle, station platform signal light, conductor's hat, train wheel, train cabin, coal car, and train engineer. Thanks for riding Toy Train World with me. Hello, pumpkin pickers. Today, we're visiting the Pumpkin Patch Farm to find big pumpkins and learn fun farm words. Look at the big orange pumpkin, ready for Halloween. Here's a bright scarecrow, guarding the crops. A shiny tractor helps farmers work the fields. Look at the soft hay bale stacked high in the barn. A cute little pumpkin patch where pumpkins grow. Here's a basket full of apples, red and shiny. Look at the green vine curling around the pumpkins. A crunchy corn stalk, tall and strong. Here's a friendly farmer taking care of the plants. Look at the rusty watering can helps plants grow. A big wheelbarrow carries heavy pumpkins. And a colorful fall leaf swirling in the breeze. What a fun farm day! We learned pumpkin, scarecrow, tractor, hay bale, pumpkin patch, apples, vine, cornstalk, farmer, watering can, wheelbarrow, and fall leaf. Thanks for visiting the Pumpkin Patch Farm. Hello, pumpkin pickers. Today, we're visiting the Pumpkin Patch Farm to find big pumpkins and learn fun farm words. Look at the big orange pumpkin, ready for Halloween. Here's a bright scarecrow, guarding the crops. A shiny tractor helps farmers work the fields. Look at the soft hay bale stacked high in the barn. A cute little pumpkin patch where pumpkins grow. Here's a basket full of apples, red and shiny. Look at the green vine curling around the pumpkins. A crunchy corn stalk, tall and strong. Here's a friendly farmer taking care of the plants. Look at the rusty watering can helps plants grow. A big wheelbarrow carries heavy pumpkins. And a colorful fall leaf swirling in the breeze. What a fun farm day! We learned pumpkin, scarecrow, tractor, hay bale, pumpkin patch, apples, vine, cornstalk, farmer, watering can, wheelbarrow, and fall leaf. Thanks for visiting the Pumpkin Patch Farm. Hello, campers! Tonight we're at the Starry Night Campground. Let's learn the names of things we see under the stars. Look at the glowing campfire, warm and crackling. Here's a cozy tent where we sleep under the stars. A shining flashlight lights the dark woods. Look at the crunchy pine cones fallen from tall trees. A soft sleeping bag keeps us warm at night. Here's a shiny marshmallow ready to roast on the fire. Look at the bright stars twinkling in the sky. A tall tree reaching high above us. Here's a small backpack carrying all our camping gear. Look at the friendly owl hooting in the night. A glowing lantern lights our way to the tent, and a happy camping friend sharing stories by the fire. What a cozy camping night! We learned campfire, tent, flashlight, pine cone, sleeping bag, marshmallow, star tree, backpack, owl lantern, and camping friend. Thanks for camping with me. Hi there, lemonade lovers! Today we're at the lemonade stand, ready to learn fresh and juicy words. Look at the bright yellow lemons, so sour and fresh. Here's a big pitcher filled with cool lemonade. A tall glass, ready for a refreshing drink. Look at the sweet straw helps you sip your lemonade. A bowl of ice cubes keeps the drink chilly. Here's a tablecloth covering the lemonade stand. Look at the shiny cash box holding money from customers. A colorful sign tells everyone what's for sale. Here's a friendly seller pouring lemonade with a smile. Look at the fresh mint leaves for extra flavor. A small napkin to wipe sticky fingers and a happy customer enjoying the tasty drink. What a tasty day! We learned lemons, pitcher, glass, straw, ice cubes, tablecloth, cash box, sign, seller, mint leaves, napkin, and customer. Thanks for visiting the lemonade stand. Hello, animal friends! Today we're visiting the Animal Rescue Center to learn names of animals and things that help them feel better. Look at the gentle zebra with black and white stripes. Here's a cozy animal bed where animals rest. A shiny stethoscope helps check animals' hearts. Look at the soft bandages for healing little boo-boos. A big water bowl keeps animals hydrated. Here's a friendly vet taking care of the animals. Look at the colorful animal toys. Make animals happy. A warm blanket keeps animals cozy. Here's a bright medical chart, shows animal health. Look at the gentle feeding bottle gives milk to baby animals. A clean cage keeps animals safe and comfy. And a happy, recovered animal, ready to go back home. Great job! We learned zebra, animal bed, stethoscope, bandages, water bowl, vet, animal toys, blanket, medical chart, feeding bottle, cage, and recovered animal. Thanks for visiting the Animal Rescue Center. Hey adventurers! Today we're exploring the jungle gym. Jungle to learn exciting names of fun playthings. Look at the tall jungle gym full of slides and bars. Here's a swinging rope ladder. Climb up high like a monkey. A bright slide whoosh down fast. Look at the soft safety mat. Keeps you safe when you land. A shiny climbing wall for strong climbers. Here's a twisting tunnel. Crawl through like a jungle animal. Look at the colorful monkey bars. Swing across with your hands. A sturdy bridge connects different parts of the jungle gym. Here's a fun spinner, twirls you round and round. Look at the tall poles slide down with a big smile. A bright flag waves over the playground. And a happy monkey friend ready to play with you. What a fun jungle gym day! We learned jungle gym, rope ladders, slide, safety mat, climbing wall, tunnel, monkey bars, bridge, spinner, pole, flag, and monkey friend. Thanks for playing in the jungle gym. Hello, hat lovers! Today we're visiting the Wacky Hat Shop to discover funny and fancy hats and learn their names. Look at the tall top hat, so fancy and sleek. Here's a bright baseball cap, perfect for sunny days. A colorful party hat, ready for celebrations. Look at the fluffy feather boa, adds extra fun. A soft beanie keeps your head warm. Here's a funny jester hat with bells that jingle. Look at the wide sun hat, shields you from the sun. A sparkly crown, fit for a king or queen. Here's a silly pirate hat with a skull and crossbones. Look at the shiny helmet, keeps you safe while biking. A soft cowboy hat, perfect for a Wild West adventure. And a happy hat shopper trying on all the hats. What a wacky hat day! We learned top hat, baseball cap, party hat, feather boa, beanie, jester hat, sun hat, crown, pirate hat, helmet, cowboy hat, and hat shopper. Thanks for visiting the Wacky Hat Shop. Hello, balloon friends! Today we're visiting Colorful Balloon World to learn names of bright and bouncy balloons. Look at the big red balloon, floating high in the sky. Here's a shiny helium balloon filled with special gas. A bunch of balloon strings holding balloons together. Look at the colorful balloon arch, bright and welcoming. A tiny balloon knot keeps the air inside. Here's a soft balloon animal, shaped like a dog or giraffe. Look at the fun balloon basket for balloon rides. A sparkling balloon bouquet, a bunch of balloons tied up. Here's a big balloon tower, made of many balloons. Look at the happy balloon clown, making balloon shapes. A shiny balloon pump fills balloons with air. And a cheerful balloon party, full of fun and laughter. What a bouncy day! We learned red balloon, helium balloon, balloon strings, balloon arch, balloon knot, balloon animal, balloon basket, balloon bouquet, balloon tower, balloon clown, balloon pump, and balloon party. Thanks for visiting Colorful Balloon World. Choo-choo! Welcome to the birthday train station where every trip is a party. Let's learn some fun birthday and train words. Look at the colorful birthday cake, topped with candles. Here's a bright balloon bouquet floating happily. A shiny train whistle goes choo-choo to start the fun. Look at the big train station where friends gather. A sparkling party hat worn by birthday guests. Here's a wrapped birthday present full of surprises. Look at the friendly train conductor ready to drive the train. A soft birthday banner hanging up for decorations. Here's a slice of birthday pie, yummy and sweet. Look at the buzzing party horn making fun sounds. A colorful ticket for the birthday train ride. And a happy birthday friend ready to celebrate. Happy birthday! We learned birthday cake, balloon bouquet, train whistle, train station, party hat, birthday present, train conductor, birthday banner, birthday pie, party horn, ticket, and birthday friend. Thanks for celebrating at the birthday train station. Hello, busy bees! Today we're buzzing around the Busy Bee Market to learn the names of things you can find there. Look at the bright honey jar, sweet and golden. Here's a buzzing bee, flying from flower to flower. A colorful flower bouquet, fresh and fragrant. Look at the shiny shopping cart full of goodies. A basket of fresh fruits, apples, bananas, and more. Here's a crunchy honeycomb made by busy bees. Look at the tasty bread loaf, fresh from the oven. A pile of vegetables, carrots, peppers, and tomatoes. Here's a friendly market seller ready to help you shop. Look at the sweet candy stand full of treats. a bunch of grocery bags carrying all your finds, and a happy customer buzzing through the market. What a busy day! We learned honey jar, bee, flower bouquet, shopping cart, fresh fruits, honeycomb, bread loaf, vegetables, market seller, candy stand, grocery bags, and customer. Thanks for buzzing around the busy bee market. Hello, Bubble Explorers! Today we're visiting Bubble City, where everything is shiny and full of bubbles. Let's learn some bubbly words. Look at the big bubble tower shining in the sunlight. Here's a floating soap bubble, round and colorful. A bubbling fountain splashing water everywhere. Look at the shiny bubble wand, makes lots of bubbles. A soft bubble bath full of frothy bubbles. Here's a floating bubble car zooming down the street. Look at the shiny bubble helmet, keeps you safe and bubbly. A playful bubble dog jumping through bubbles. Here's a giant bubble ring you can step inside. Look at the colorful bubble lights glowing all around. A bubbling bubble drink, fizzy and fun to sip. And a happy bubble friend blowing bubbles with you. What a bubbly adventure! We learned bubble tower, soap bubble, fountain, bubble wand, bubble bath, bubble car, bubble helmet, bubble dog, bubble ring, bubble lights, bubble drink, and bubble friend. Thanks for visiting Bubble City. Hello, sweet scientists! Today we're visiting the Candy Lab to learn fun candy and science words. Look at the colorful lollipops spinning on sticks. Here's a bubbling test tube with sweet candy juice. A big candy jar full of gummy bears. Look at the shiny mixing bowl where candy is made. A sticky caramel sauce drizzled on treats. Here's a clever scientist wearing a lab coat. Look at the shiny spoon stirring the candy mix. A bubbling cauldron cooking up candy magic. Here's a bright candy mold, shapes candy fun. Look at the sparkly sprinkles adding color and crunch. A sweet candy cane, striped red and white, and a happy taste tester trying yummy candy. What a sweet day! We learned test tube, candy jar, star, mixing bowl, caramel sauce, scientist spoon, cauldron, candy mold, sprinkles, candy cane, and taste tester. Thanks for visiting the Candy Lab. Hello, superheroes in training. Today we're at Superhero School to learn powerful and fun words. Look at the shiny cape, it helps you fly. Here's a strong mask, hides your secret identity. A shiny badge shows you're a superhero. Look at the cool utility belt, holds all your tools. A big training mat for superhero practice. Here's a bright jump rope to build your strength. Look at the sparkling power gloves, give you super strength. A glowing energy orb, full of superhero power. Here's a friendly instructor teaching new moves. Look at the big notebook to plan your missions. A loud whistle to start training exercises. And a brave superhero friend ready to save the day. Great job, heroes! We learned cape, mask, badge, utility belt, training mat, jump rope, power gloves, energy orb, instructor, notebook, whistle, and superhero friend. Thanks for training at Superhero School. Hello, sleepyheads. Tonight we're at the Sleepy Time Pajama Party to learn cozy and comfy words before bedtime. Look at the soft pajamas, perfect for sleeping. Here's a cuddly stuffed animal, your bedtime buddy. A warm blanket keeps you cozy all night. Look at the glowing nightlight, shines softly in the dark. A fluffy pillow for resting your head. Here's a fun storybook filled with bedtime tales. Look at the gentle slippers keep your feet warm. A cozy sleep mask blocks out the light. Here's a quiet music player, plays lullabies. Look at the comfy bed where dreams begin. A soft robe to snuggle up in after bath time. And a sleepy friend ready for sweet dreams. What a cozy party! We learned pajamas, stuffed animal, blanket, nightlight, pillow, storybook, slippers, sleep mask, music player, bed, robe, and friend. Thanks for joining the Sleepy Time Pajama Party. Start your engines! Today we're at the racing car garage to learn cool car and garage words. Look at the shiny racing car, fast and sleek. Here's a big wrench to fix the engine. A bright helmet keeps the driver safe. Look at the colorful race flag waves to start the race. A strong tire rolls super fast. Here's a buzzing toolbox full of car tools. Look at the shiny fuel can fills the car with gas. A fast speedometer shows how fast the car goes. Here's a comfy driver's seat for the racer. Look at the flashing garage light helps mechanics work. A sturdy jack lifts the car up high, and a busy mechanic fixing the race car. What a speedy day! We learned racing car, wrench, helmet, race flag, tire, toolbox, fuel can, speedometer, driver's seat, garage light, jack, and mechanic. Thanks for visiting the racing car garage. Rev your engines! Today we're at the Monster Truck Rally to learn big, loud, and exciting words. Look at the huge monster truck with giant wheels. Here's a roaring engine, makes the truck go vroom. A tall ramp for jumping high in the air. Look at the muddy tires ready to roll through dirt. A shiny helmet keeps the driver safe. Here's a bright flag waves to start the rally. Look at the noisy crowd cheering loudly. A big speaker plays loud music. Here's a powerful exhaust pipe, makes the monster truck roar. Look at the sturdy roll cage protects the driver. A fast speedometer shows how fast the truck goes, and a happy rally fan watching all the action. What a thrilling rally! We learned monster truck, engine, ramp, helmet, flag, crowd, speaker, exhaust pipe, roll cage, speedometer, and rally fan. Thanks for joining the Monster Truck Rally. Welcome to the Happy House Museum. Today we're exploring fun rooms and learning new words. Look at the cozy living room with comfy chairs. Here's the shiny chandelier sparkling on the ceiling. A colorful painting hanging on the wall. Look at the big bookshelf full of storybooks. A soft rug under your feet. Here's a warm fireplace with glowing flames. Look at the bright window, lets in sunshine. A comfy sofa, perfect for sitting. Here's a fancy dining table for tasty meals. Look at the shiny kitchen sink for washing dishes. A fluffy bedroom pillow, soft and cozy. And a friendly museum guide showing us around. What a happy house day! We learned living room, chandelier, painting, bookshelf, rug, fireplace, window, sofa, dining table, kitchen sink, bedroom pillow, and museum guide. Thanks for visiting the Happy House Museum. Hello, little artists! Today we're at the Crayon Coloring Club to learn colorful and creative words. Look at the bright crayons, red, blue, green, and yellow. Here's a clean coloring book full of fun pictures. A sharp pencil for drawing outlines. Look at the soft paintbrush, perfect for painting. A shiny palette holds lots of paint colors. Here's a messy paint splash from Creative Fun. Look at the big drawing table where artists work. A cozy chair to sit and create. Here's a colorful marker for bold lines. Look at the bright water cup to rinse brushes. A big art easel holds the paper while you draw. And a happy artist friend ready to create with you. What a colorful day! We learned crayons, coloring book, pencil, paintbrush, palette, paint splash, drawing table, chair, marker, water cup, art easel, and artist friend. Thanks for visiting the Crayon Coloring Club. Dive in, explorers! Today we're on an underwater treasure hunt to learn amazing ocean words. Look at the shiny treasure chest, full of sparkling jewels. Here's a colorful coral reef, home to many fish. A curious octopus waving its arms. Look at the tiny seahorse swimming gently. A bright diving mask helps you see underwater. Here's a bubbly snorkel for breathing while you swim. Look at the playful dolphin jumping out of the water. A swaying seaweed dancing in the waves. Here's a shining pearl inside a clamshell. Look at the speedy stingray gliding smoothly. A shiny scuba tank gives you air underwater. And a happy treasure hunter ready for adventure. What a splashy adventure! We learned treasure chest, coral reef, octopus, seahorse, diving mask, snorkel, dolphin, seaweed, pearl, stingray, scuba tank, and treasure hunter. Thanks for joining the underwater treasure hunt. Hello, pet lovers! Today we're at the Rainbow Pet Salon to learn fun pet and grooming words. Look at the fluffy dog wagging its tail happily. Here's a shiny brush to make fur smooth. A colorful pet collar with a shiny tag. Look at the bubbly bathtub full of warm water. A gentle shampoo bottle to keep pets clean. Here's a soft towel to dry the fur. Look at the playful cat chasing a ball of yarn. A sparkling mini nail clipper, tiny pet nails. Here's a tasty pet treat for good behavior. Look at the cozy pet bed where pets can rest. A bright hair dryer dries fur quickly, and a friendly pet groomer making pets look great. What a colorful day at the salon. We learned dog, brush, pet collar bath, shampoo bottle, towel, cat nail clipper, pet treat, pet bed, hair dryer, and pet groomer. Thanks for visiting the Rainbow Pet Salon.